Still team's colors. We gotta go over here and change all this up. Blue score 0. Apologies, gotta deal with my keyboard sounds here for a second, guys. I apologized again, didn't I? Alright, red team is PZ. Blue team.
Are we in a different thing now?
No, same server.
Oh my god, I left.
Why did you leave?
Someone said something about leaving.
It was a best of 3.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a disaster.
Look.
I quit. I quit.
Dude, I like these teams. They're getting right in here, man.
Well, now I'm holding up the show. I apologize.
Okay, so I'll start going over the builds because Grouch is stupid.
Do it.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Looking at Team PZ, pretty much they're all well known here over on the NA scene as the pretty much one of the dominant teams. They're actually not running their tags today. I don't know why. Anyway, Java, the Necromancer. We're seeing another Necromancer today, Grouch. From Java's side, running 7 runes of the Nightmare, along with the Scepter, Dagger, and Staff, and a Carrion Amulet. He will be running 30 points in Curses, which conditions inflicted by his Scepter skills will last 30% longer, in addition to additional Connie buffs. Death Magic, 20 points, and then another 20 points into Soul Reaping, which will increase his fear durations by 50%. His traits, let's see, he's going to be running Spectral Walk. I think that's just for pre-game stuff. You more than likely will be swapping that out for a Epidemic. He's running Corrupt Boom and Signet of Undeath, along with a Plague. So this is generally the sort of team fight support AoE Connie we've been seeing a lot from Necromancers. Moving over to K-Pud now. K-Pud, opening up his stuff here. He's going to be running 2 runes of Lissa, 2 runes of Fire, 2 runes of Strength. Going for that might stacking. This is more than likely an HGH build. Pistol with a Rabbit Amulet, and I was correct, actually. He's going to be running... that cough. Running Grenadier, along with Hair Trigger, 5 points into Firearms, and then the HGH build itself. So a very high damage HGH build. In addition to that, he's running Elixir B, Grenade Kit, and Elixir R. On to Little Min. Actually, what is this? 3 Signet Ellie. Are you in yet?
Oh, I'm in, dude.
Look at,
go.
all right,
Go.
I don't
at it.
know anything about Ellie. Tell me about this.
We're looking at Min.
We're looking at Min. Yes, Dagger.
Okay, so Min is, I wouldn't say famous, but he does definitely run. Well, I mean, not famous for running his build, right?
You know,
Min, you're so famous, bro. Yeah, he's gonna be. Oh my god, this guy's trolling. Just skip him. What is going on here? Get out of here. I just looked at him. Let's move on.
Okay.
This guy.
Little Allie.
This guy.
Show me your trait. Show me your thingies.
Show me your thingies.
Show me your utilities. Stop.
This is a PG-13 stream.
Show me your utilities. Runes of the Soldier. So more than like. Let's see what this build. What the fuck?
Whoa. Whoa.
PZ.
Language, sir.
Jeez. I didn't say it. PZ's trolling me really hard right now, dude.
Yeah, they're good guys. Don't worry about it.
PZ will not show me the build of their Guardian. That or it's a bug.
This is how they roll, man. Back in the day, back in the day when this game was first coming out, everyone would not join the matches until right before they were gonna start, just because they didn't want anyone to get counter-comped. It was great. Good times. Let's just move over to Caddy the Mists and check them out.
Hold on, let's just see if Ui's reasonable.
He's reasonable. He's unreasonable.
All right, we'll go over Ui at least. Or I don't. Am I saying that right?
Uhui?
I'm just gonna call him Ui.
Ui.
Anyway, Runes of the Forge. Protection for 10 seconds when he gets for 50% health. Rabbit Amulet, Shield, and Pistol. Running with this actually seems to be a little more defensive build than K-Pud running, but nonetheless, he's going 30 points into Grenadier, 5 points into Firearms, 20 points into Alchemy, and then another 15 points into Tools. So he's going to be Swiftness and Vigor stacking through that, as we're seeing here right now. And he's going to be pretty much just AoE team support and a lot of CCs as well. But anyway, over to Academy of the Mists. Looking at St. Annie Clark. Grouch, if you want to do this one, and give my voice a rest for a minute here.
Oh, well, yeah, let's just make sure we preserve that. So, yeah, looking over here at Mesmerizing, he's going to be running 20-20-00-30. Going to be running a Shatter build. He's going to do a ton of burst damage. Got to watch out for those combos. He will be running Greatsword, actually. We've been seeing a lot of staff today, especially, I guess it's kind of more popular on EU. We did see... What's that?
Annie's build.
Annie's build?
St. Annie Clark is who we're looking at, correct?
Oh, I was looking at Mesmerizing.
Oh, well, I'm looking at St. Annie.
Well, you're doing it wrong, man.
All right, mesmerizing. Sorry, that's my bad.
Okay, so anyways, all those things I just said are still applicable. We'll move over to Andy Clark. Looks like he's running, whoa, what is this here? Looks like he's running a Phantasm build, possibly. Yep, looks like we're running a Phantasm build. We're going to be running without Signet of Illusions, though. It still has the portal, though. Interesting choices there. Moving on to Sky Avalon. Sky Avalon is actually, Wall of Reflection. It's not something that you see very often.
He's countering the double NG, I think.
Yeah, and he's also going to be running the 053035. These are interesting choices. The Wall of Reflection is going to be really good. It does throw up I guess it's a wall, you could say, as it is named.
What?
That's named. I know, it's a little misleading, but yes, it does throw up a wall, and it does indeed reflect things. So it's actually really great. You can create some good plays by throwing that down on a point and kind of kiting back and forth through the field. It's really nice for fighting on points and whatnot. It does have a shorter cooldown, much shorter cooldown than Sanctuary as well.
Yeah, so anyway. So I think with him, actually just changed it. I don't know if he's doing that to... these players, man, they're trolling us so hard. He just changed it out to Judge's Intervention. I don't know if that was on purpose or just to troll us, but generally looking like a more supportive defensive build than what we usually see, but it's going to be interesting to see. And then finally, Tiny Wonton. Looking at his stuff, he's running 7 out of 6 Runes of the Undead. Double Pistol, another one of these Rampager amulets. I think we saw this a couple weeks back. So it's HGH, which is generally offensive, but he's running Rampagers. So
Rampager is actually one of the most popular amulets for this build, or it was anyways originally. It does give you, it gives you power, it gives you precision, gives you a little vitality for being a little more tanky. It does have 21 HP, but it also gives you a lot of condition damage. So it's a little bit more of an all-around build. It's actually really nice. I mean, you definitely need crit on an engineer, especially for the burning trait. To be able to pop off those 4-second burnings with the 10-second cooldown, you need the crit to make that happen. Yeah, it's actually not bad. Rampage is definitely very good. I played with it for probably a couple of weeks, but I definitely did switch over to Rabid. I felt a little bit safer, especially for getting spiked down.
So anyway, last but not least, here's Saber the Spikeless. I think is his name. Running 7 Runes of the Ogre, Sword, Dagger, and then Pistol. The hell?
What?
Berserker.
I feel like the train is pulling out of the station.
This match is going to be funny because we're going to have no clue what goes on. Anyway, he's running a Berserker amulet, looking over to his traits, 25, 30, 0, 0, 15. This one is more of, from what I've been told at least, is what most thieves are running for damage builds, at least last patch. That's what they were running here. It's very high damage, but the pistol part's throwing me off, like a lot, as is a lot of the stuff that PZ's doing. So
yeah, let's just get rolling, man.
Yeah,
that's how I'm feeling about it.
Just jump right into it.
Do it. So I don't want to throw anyone under the bus here, but I even without asking, I know for a fact that just from the conversation that I've had in the mists and whatnot, definitely feeling like PZ is going to be the fan favorite for this matchup. Academy of the Mists, newer team. Definitely a newer team. Usually what you see on NAs, there's a lot of like really good players and really good individuals that play this game, but they've all kind of moved and kind of created teams together. But a lot of these players I haven't really heard much about, so it'll be interesting to see what they're able to pull out in these games. We haven't seen any of them. We haven't seen them play at all, so I have no idea.
So it's going to be interesting to see how Academy goes off against PZ, one of the. Well, I guess we get.
Well, you say formerly top team, definitely very dominant. A couple months ago, they just kind of came back into the game looking to pick up their old mantle of being one of the most difficult teams to fight against. But they have had a lot of roster changes, obviously. As we know, Power used to be on the team, but he has actually gone on to, I wouldn't say greener pastures, but he's now working for ArenaNet. So he's unfortunately kind of barred from competing. But yeah, interesting to see how they do.
Anyway, we're getting ready to go here. This is the first match of Academy of the Mists versus Team PZ. So let's see how they fare off against them. We're seeing Swiftness go out over here on Team Academy's part. Meanwhile, over here we have 2 stacks of Might and against Swiftness. Let's open up the map to see where they're splitting up. It's looking pretty identical for the time being. Team PZ is going to send one of their engineers to mine. Meanwhile, Team Academy will be sending one of their Mesmers over to Henge. And it looks like Academy is not going to send their Guardian on point initially. Their Team PZ is actually going to go directly for their boss, actually, in Ignore Middle. They're sort of relying on the fact that they got this. So, and it was sort of a correct...
This is it.
What's going on here?
It's interesting strat to say the least. They came back to counter, I guess, the players coming in from the back. They did remove PZ's Guardian from this team fight, but again they they got double capped right off the bat here. Kind of an interesting strategy choice.
So Academy of the Mist is gonna actually. What are they doing? Oh, they're gonna jump through. Where?
Portaling out back to
my mind is confused.
Well, yeah, back to Henge, and
they're going for their boss.
They're gonna go for the boss.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm speechless, I suppose.
Welcome to Troll Wars 2.
This is not trolling. I think this is just a very new team trying to figure out their strategies that they want to play. It was very interesting. At the very beginning, I saw some light at the end of the tunnel there, them engaging them behind, trying to keep it a fight in their favor. They eliminated the Guardian from the fight, but unfortunately, I don't really know what happened. They portaled out early, they went back to Henge, and now they're losing Henge as well. And I think we might be heading in for possibly a triple cap and then get someone on point.
They took down Uhui, but nice job there on PZ getting in there just in time for the reses. We're not seeing conditions go all around over here for Team Academy of the Miss. And PZ's going to pull out, actually. Okay.
Yeah, so it's some interesting gameplay thus far.
I've never seen this kind of game before, dude.
Shifting up the meta, I suppose.
It's like, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I can understand what PZ's doing. Again, this is the same thing SOAC was doing. They don't want to risk assets they don't need to, so they're hanging back and really just waiting for the correct opportunity to move in.
Yeah, definitely forging the Pathfinders. They're pioneers.
Nonetheless, we do have a 2v1 here on mid. Actually, scratch that. That's going to be a 2v2 on mid. K-Pod's going to be throwing in conditions here. And Saber will be jumping on him. Let's take a look at Saber's point of view. He actually gets CC'd there. And we'll be jumping on K-Pod, doing a decent amount of damage. Nonetheless.
Oh my
PZ
goodness.
will be reinforcing once more. I'm seeing a ping go off on the map. Let's take a look what's going on over here. Other casters are helping me out here. It looks like Mesmerize is trying to move his way over to mine, but unfortunately he's been almost completely countered by Java. He'll go down with no
They do have
issue.
Tiny Wonton up on the ledge for Academy of the Mist here, just raining down the Connies. They're actually able to get Ali down. They did get Res back up here, but K-Pud's down now here as well. They do have Skyblind down though as well, so they really need one of them needs to go down right now.
Where's she going though? That's the question though. She had an amazing position. I want to know why she abandoned it. There's nothing for her to really run to, unfortunately. I don't know why she abandoned that position. Interesting.
I think Academy really needs to push these team fights.
Yeah.
There's a lot of indecision at the beginning of this game. They didn't know where to go. They didn't know what their strat was, really. I didn't feel like they had a plan. And especially portaling back after they got decapped on home point with their entire team, it just was a little weird. And then plus they let them cap mid free. It was a little weird. But anyways, they do get decapped here on mine. They do have Wonton taking the point from Java. Java's going to try to come in time to try to get this prevented from the full cap. He does fear him off.
Sorry.
Does fear him off.
Yep.
But it looks like we'll have a 1v2 with Wonton. Actually, pardon me, there's 3 players here now. Wonton's going to get trained down, and he's not going to escape this.
A bit of an overextension of resources. This would be a good time for Team Academy to move in on Keeper now, which they are doing. Nonetheless, they are going to have to move pretty quickly here as members of PZ are returning to this fight quickly. Let's take a look at little Allie's point of view here. Is she actually running a build now? Let's see what she's running. Yeah, she is running a build now. She's running what we usually see from most defensive Guardians of this caliber, running with 2 shouts and a Sanctuary, just for anyone that was curious earlier.
Oh, yeah, so Candace is a Joker indeed. He thinks it's a Joker. Sorry.
Anyway.
It's a Joker.
So, Tiny Wonton did go down but he's trying to res himself. Might not have been the smart decision because now Java's here. And Tiny, what are you doing? You should die. Anyway, looking over to Uhu's point of view, who's coming in here now, we're probably going to see some grenade bursts. Oh, she misses those ice grenades. K-Pud and Uhui are both throwing grenades in here, just decimating the blue team, taking them out with absolutely no issues. Look at those numbers. Look at those numbers.
Come over to mine. Come over, look at mine. Tiny Wonton is trying to res, and Java is, Oh, no. Tiny Wonton's been down this entire time. Wonton.
You don't get it, do you?
Wonton,
you don't understand. You cannot
Java, just end it. End it, Java.
Oh, Java. Oh, my God. Java, you're an asshole.
Oh, no.
Oh,
okay.
That's
okay,
mean.
go.
Anyway.
Mid has been lost. But the good news is all these mistakes that they've made, this will be the last time they make it. You definitely see a lot of players that come into the game that are new that attempt to try to res themselves off a point when they're in eye shot of another enemy player. But that's a lesson. It's a hard lesson learned. This is a bad environment to learn that lesson, but hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Did he actually go down? Yes, he did finally go down. Sky Avalon just also went down. PZ just really mopping the floor at this point with Academy. They're doing their best to try and get a footing, but they are, as we're opening up the map to see here, they're just kind of all over the place. We got some over there, some over there, one there, one there. They're really just everywhere at this point. And they really just can't get a footing. There's a 3-cap now, so more than likely PZ is going to take this first game with absolutely no trouble.
You know, you gotta hand it to them though. Like I mentioned, it's good that they came out. They had expressed their concern about not being a good enough team. I didn't have any choice in the rosters or whatever, but it's good to see them involved at least. When we move these tournaments forward and we start putting in 16 teams and 32 or wherever it goes, maybe 64 in the future. Who knows? We'll see
70,000.
A lot more teams coming in that haven't played together. So these guys, definitely props to them for coming out and attempting.
Yes, good. Good on Academy for moving in here. They're holding up pretty well for going against a team of this reputation for PZ being. More than within the next 10 seconds here, PZ is more than likely going to finish this off. And they will take the first round. But nonetheless, Academy did a decent job. They had somewhat of a strong footing there in the beginning. So maybe they have a better strategy lined up. And again, we can just see the kills here just in that. Maybe we'll see a better strategy on the next map.
Yeah, definitely. Again, we've mentioned this all the time, but there are teams that are better at some maps and worse than others. Let's see how the next map goes.
Yeah.
That's just all there is to it. Yeah, I feel kind of like a jerk now for calling out the thing over there on mine. It's just
you did it, not me. I just clicked on it.
I know, but it's just something you don't see very often. But again, it is a lesson hard learned that shouldn't happen again. But I think anyone who's watching stream who PvPs has definitely seen that guy before or has been that guy that thinks that they can get away with the res, and they go for it, and then they don't. Usually what happens is like you go for it and someone finds you, and you just kind of call it quits. But it seems like he was over there for quite a bit amount of time. Yeah. I think he probably kept himself out of the game for probably at least, I would say, about a whole minute. I'm assuming, because we had left that fight, gone back to mid, and I had noticed that there was still something going on over there. We came back and he was almost rezzed. So, anyways.
Well, you know what they get, Crouch?
What do they get?
I haven't used my button on stream yet. They get a...
Oh my god, it sounds like one of those like toys that you get over your mic. It sounds like one of those toys you get. You pull it, and it's like, "What's the cow goes moo?"
It's a button. You know, like the Staples That Was Easy button.
Right. I wouldn't push that again. I wouldn't push it again.
Okay, I won't. Anyway, all right, so we're moving into the next match here, guys. This is going to be the second out of third possible game here of PZ versus Academy. We are now on Fofire. I don't believe we've gone over the Fofire map, actually, yet, if you want to sort of go over that real quick for me.
Sure. So, again, all these maps are going to be Conquest. This is the only game type in here currently, at least in competitive play. And what we're looking at is the secondary objective on this map is the Guild Lord. Guild Lords there's one in each base. The point of the Guild Lord is you go in, there's going to be 4 NPCs blocking, and there's going to be 2 melee NPCs that can pull you in. There's going to be 2 ranged NPCs as well that'll throw up like reflective auras. And if you kill the enemy's Guild Lord, you will earn 150 points for your team. So basically, the main thing here is if like we saw it versus MIM versus, was it Civilized Gentlemen? Was that who it was? I don't remember the game.
Yes.
Oh man. Anyways, it was MIM for sure. In the curse tourney, they actually went in and they were able to pull a game that they were losing and pull a win out because they were able to go in and pull the Guild Lord out for a quick 150 points. So it adds an interesting mechanic. It's very all in, kind of a Hail Mary for those that are familiar with like football, I guess you could say. Like it's really just like a last minute gamble. You kind of go all in on it and hope that you can get it down. We did see it first round. Well, we heard about it first round anyways. Who was that? That was AIM versus MIM, and we actually were watching Ovi derping around, distracting. It was kind of a distraction there anyways, but MIM was actually killing the Guild Lord on the other side of the map, and they pulled it out and actually got the victory pretty easily.
So yeah, I think both players are ready. So let's see. Go. Ready. So we're going to move in here. Once again, this is the second match, PZ versus Academy. After this one, we're going to be moving into our semifinals. And after that, we're going to have our finals for the gems and the char plushies. I would like a char plushie.
Oh, char plushies, huh?
Yeah, man.
Char plushies to the winners.
Right lock plushies, to be specific.
Ritlock. You gotta brush up the lore.
I say right lock.
You're wrong, Lock.
Ritlock? All I know is it's the same guy who voiced Spike on Cowboy Bebop, and that makes him awesome.
Not familiar with the animes. I'll take your word for it.
You gotta watch Cowboy Bebop, man. It's like, it's different than what you'd expect from an anime.
Is there animation? Is it foreign?
Well, it's...
Because that's 2 checks for things that I'm not interested in. America? I'll watch me some Tom and Jerry, man, if I want to watch some cartoons.
Didn't Arrested Development come back today, speaking of TV shows?
It did. Arrested Development is back. All the episodes are... Why am I...
We're selflessly plugging things that aren't even relevant.
All the episodes are available on Netflix for only $8.99 a month.
Alright, we're just waiting for the teams to ready up, guys. Allie's got to ready up here. We're not delaying, if anyone thinks that. There's a lot of there's a lot in the chat here. I'm just seeing there's a lot of rooting for Academy of the Mist, so maybe that'll help them give them some support. The underdogs, man, the underdogs.
Exactly.
Last chance to nail down your strategy.
Got Brave Little Asura.
All right, we're getting started here, guys. PZ versus Academy of the Mist, round 2.
Hold on to your point.
We saw swiftness go out. Actually, no, we didn't see much swiftness go out over here from Academy, just over there on the other side. We're gonna open up the map. We're going to see. Actually, it looks like. Interesting. It actually looks like Little Min's gonna win the race to Waterfall, and he'll be there before Blue Team even gets there. That's gonna hurt them. Actually, that's gonna be.
Really needs to get on point. Keep that nude. Oh, there goes the Moa.
There's a Moa.
He's gonna disengage off the point here. Pops his Moa 5. He's gonna get taken down. Min goes down. Possibly.
No.
Oh,
146, 133, 112, 1950.
No,
They get the res up, and he's still alive.
Oh, the follow-up was not there.
Oh, you gotta follow through, man. You gotta follow through. Anyway, Uhui did go down, however, over here, and they will take him out. Nice job, Academy. They're gonna get him down and retain their close point. Meanwhile, we have over here on the middle fight. Oh, what did I just click on? Over here on the middle fight, we have Little Allie taking on a member. Let's see who this is. Brave Little, where are you? Brave Little Asura is currently holding up pretty well, actually, against 2 of the members of Team PZ. He is gonna get knocked off the point, however, and get immobilized. This might gonna hurt for him nonetheless. Let's take actually a look over here at Little Min. Saber the Spike. Let's see where he's at. He went down off point. Oh, and it's
for the res. It's a risk play.
No.
Oh.
He gets taken down. Anyway, the PC is actually going to take Quarry back while they have taken Waterfall. And we are going to be one. Team Academy is actually up at the moment. They are going to be. PZ will be catching up shortly. However, they're down by about 20 points now.
They actually looks like. Oh, never mind.
No.
They did have Allie down here at mid, but they were not able to capitalize on that. Allie does get res back up here, and Mesmer. Actually, every single member on Academy is down or dead.
And PZ won't waste any time with that. They're just going to go all in and move over to Waterfall as well, as they completely wiped the team. The nearest member, the Thief, is actually going for Quarry, as we're seeing here. That's interesting.
Yeah, PZ should definitely be looking at their back point, especially with the Thief on the enemy team, especially with 2 enemy Thieves.
Little Min actually is, not Little Min, the other, who is that? Couldn't tell the symbol. No, I'm sorry about that. Uhui actually responded to that pretty nicely, so nice job there by Uhui. So he's going to be taking on Saber right here.
We do have the triple cap coming out. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to decap any one of these individual nodes. I'm not sure if PZ is going to want to fight 5 on a node, if that does happen.
And Spike Saber will go down to Uhui. Nice job there by Uhui on that 1v1. Man, look at the chat. There's a lot of rooting for Academy. Actually, they're going to get Saber up from the Mesmer res. Actually, a bit of an unnecessary pop, if I do say so myself. And nonetheless, he is back in the fight. They'll be all over. And nice job there by Saber.
Yeah, so we're actually going to get decamp there on Quarry and on Waterfall. And it looks like we're contesting over Graveyard currently as well. So it's going to be Allie versus Brave Little Asura at mid. Not much is going to happen there, though. Kind of just throwing bolts at each other.
Academy will be taking the 2-cap, actually. They are going... There will be reinforcements... Actually, no, scratch that. I just looked at the symbol correctly. But they will have the 2-point advantage. Mesmerizing is going to leave a portal on that point. But Academy is actually is holding the 2-cap right now. They are down by about... Oh, and the... Was the Lord just killed? Yes.
Oh, it was.
Oh my goodness.
Well, man, we are hard at that. Jeez. I'm blaming the mini-maps, man. Anyways, so yeah, that's actually going to explain why they were winning the side points, is because they did have 2 members on PZ devoted to killing the enemy lord. Good God, the backlash in chat is going to be horrible. At least it wasn't a clutch play. But now that they have full force back on the map, we're going to see PZ kind of clean this back up here and get probably a double and maybe triple cap back again.
Bigger lord symbols is all I have to say. That's all I want. Anyway, K-Pod right now fighting on middle point right now. He's actually fighting 2v1 versus St. Annie and Brave Little. Actually, no, Brave Annie's not actually there. Brave Annie, let's see where she just went. She just went through the portal, actually. That's not what I wanted. Saint Annie, or not Brave Annie. I'm looking at two different names. Saint Annie fell back to Waterfall. Probably not the smartest choice because Java is going to take her down with pretty much, she has popped her heels, so she's still in it. But unfortunately, Saint Annie really can't get any gravitation, and Java's going to hold this point steady. Team PZ closing in on 300 points there now. Team Academy is now down by about 200 points.
Yep, it looks like we're gonna be coming back up on the probably the trip cap here just very shortly. I mean, we do have Ali sitting mid, but he's got a lot left in his pocket right now. He's still got his elite, which he just pops. He's getting back all of his virtues. Stability's coming back up here shortly, along with his protection, and he's definitely gonna be able to sustain on this point for a lot longer. And again, Min and Capo did come in, so they're gonna get this back here shortly.
Right.
So that'll probably be the triple cap, and I'm not sure if we're gonna see it.
Oh, and they're gonna knock
nice
him
play.
off. Oof.
Yeah, that's a very nice play by Ali, knocking him off the point there. Just gonna let him bleed out on side point, and they're gonna get the triple cap here.
Now, regardless of them losing all these fights, Brave Little Sir has been doing a really nice job. Oh, he's falling into that stomp trap again. Brave Little Sir has been doing a pretty nice job of keeping himself alive in these fights. So, congrats, nice job by him for staying alive in these 2v1s and 3v1s.
Java doing a really nice job on the other side of the map here, kiting through the terrain on Waterfall. If you actually hug the rock wall ledge there, you can actually stay on the point technically, while you're actually not on the point. It's kind of an interesting little gimmick there. So he's able to actually stay on point with like 3k HP for like a good 10 seconds or so, while Min was throwing out heals trying to keep him up as long as possible.
So looking now, Java is slowly taking down members here of Academy. PZ's closing in on the 420 mark with the 3 cap. They did, however, just lose Quar. We're going to take a look over there. Nice job there by Kia Tsuki. No, wait, no. No, did they change players?
Possibly. Well, they did pick up the Gerd. Brave Little Sura, I think, is a new swap.
They changed players anyway. Saber, at the moment, is fighting off Hui. Who opened the map real quick? No. I don't think they did. Anyway, we'll be taking on Ukui at the moment. But however, PZ's coming in here to reinforce, so Saber's not going to be alive for much longer. They'll retake this point and end that pretty quickly.
Not much to say, man.
It's really a one-sided battle at this point.
It is.
There really isn't much to say, in all honesty. I don't want to like be a douche to Team Academy, but they're really getting the floor mopped by PZ here.
Well, again,
They're a new team. They're a new team.
Yeah, they're